All right. We're going to do something a little different today. Mix it up a bit. So if the children, you're welcome to come forward and to sit in the front row so you get to see a big piece of the action taking place. So, is there any kids who would like to be a sheep? Besides Mary. Yeah, let's put this on your phone. Is there any other young folks who would like to be a sheep? Okay. Okay. You put this on? Who else wants to be a sheep? Okay. So today what we're doing is called Reader's Theater. Ready? Okay. Reader's Theater, and usually what happens is, good job, during the sermon time, I'll read you the scriptures and we'll talk about God's Word together and what is going on in the story of Genesis. So if you guys, here, go ahead and just stand over by Mara. Yeah, just stand right there. What we're going to do today is they're going to act it out. And let me see this sheep. Get in. He wants to have a shirt on. Okay. So, yeah, you got the mic on? Good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to read and they're going to act it out. And I think, was there anything else? Let's see. We got this going on here. Isaac. Okay, this is Isaac, played by James. Jacob, played by Brendan. Natalie is Rebecca. And Esau will be played by Justin. And I guess the sheep can go wherever they want, because they're sheep. All right. Oh, this guy. Okay. Ready? Everybody got their mics on? Mics turned on? Mics on? Okay, here we go. At the age of 40, Esau married two Hittite wives, Judith, the daughter of Beri, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon. But Esau's wives made life miserable for Isaac and Rebekah. One day when Isaac was old and turning blind, he called for Esau, his older son, and said, "My boy!"
I'm an old man now, and I don't know when I may die. Take your bow and a quiver full of arrows and go out into the open country to hunt some wild game for me. Prepare my favorite dish and bring it here for me to eat. Then I will pronounce the blessing that belongs to you, my firstborn, before I die.
But Rebekah overheard what Isaac had said to his son Esau. So when Esau left for the wild game, she said to her son Jacob,
"Listen, I overheard your father say to Esau, 'Bring me some wild game and prepare me a delicious meal. Then I will bless you in the Lord's presence before I die.' Now my son, listen to me. Do exactly as I tell you. Go out to the flocks and bring me 2 fine young goats. I'll use them to prepare your father's favorite dish. Then take the food to your father so he can eat it and bless you before he dies."
"But look,"
Jacob replied to Rebekah,
"my brother Esau is a hairy man, and my skin is smooth. What if my father touches me? He'll see that I am trying to trick him, and then he'll curse me instead of blessing me."
"Then let the curse fall on me, my son. Just do what I tell you. Go out and get goats for me."
So Jacob went out and got the young goats for his mother. And the young goat bleated in pain. Rebekah took them and prepared a delicious meal, just the way Isaac liked it. Then she took Esau's favorite clothes, which were there in the house, and gave them to her younger son, Jacob. She covered his arms and the smooth part of his neck with the skin of the young goats. Then she gave Jacob the delicious meal, including freshly baked bread. So Jacob took the food to his father.
My son, who are you, Esau or Jacob?
My father. It's Esau, your firstborn son. I've done as you told me. Here is the wild game. Now sit up and eat it so you can give me your blessing.
How did you find it so quickly, my boy?
The Lord your God put it in my path.
Come closer so I can touch you and make sure that you really are Esau. Oh, what hairy arms you have. The voice is Jacob's, but the hands are Esau's.
But he did not recognize Jacob, because Jacob's hands felt hairy just like Esau's. So Isaac prepared to bless Jacob.
But are you really my son Esau?
Yes, I am.
Now, my son, bring me the wild game. Let me eat it, and I will give you my blessing.
So Jacob took the food to his father, and Isaac ate it. He drank also the wine that Jacob served him. Then Isaac said to Jacob,
Please come a little closer and kiss me, my son.
so Jacob went over and kissed him. Then Jacob kissed him on the other cheek. Again and again, Jacob kissed his father Isaac. Over and over. And when Isaac caught the smell of his clothes, he was finally convinced, and he blessed his son. He said,
The sweet smell of my son is like the smell of the outdoors, which the Lord has blessed. From the dew of heaven and the richness of the earth, may God always give you abundant harvests of grain and bountiful new wine. May many nations become your servants, and may they bow down to you. May you be the master over your brothers, and may your mother's sons bow down to you. All who curse you will be cursed, and all who bless you will be blessed.
as soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, Jacob went back to his mother Rebekah. And almost before Jacob had left his father, Esau returned from the hunt. Esau prepared a delicious meal and brought it to his father. Then he said,
My father. Sit up, my father, and eat my wild game so that you may give me your blessing.
Who are you?
It's your son, your firstborn son, Esau.
What? Then who just served me this wild game? I've already eaten it, and I blessed him just before you came. And yes, that blessing must stand.
when Esau heard his father's words, he let out a loud and bitter cry.
No, it's not true. It's impossible. Oh, my father, what about me? Bless me too.
He begged.
Your brother was here, and he tricked me. He has taken away your blessing.
No wonder his name is Jacob, for he has cheated me twice. First he took my right as firstborn, and then he stole my blessing. Haven't you saved even one blessing for me?
I have made Jacob your master, and have declared that all his brothers will be his servants. I have guaranteed him an abundance of grain and wine. What is left for me to give you, my son?
But do you have only one blessing? Oh, my father, bless me too.
Then finally, his father Isaac said to him,
You will live away from the richness of the earth and away from the dew of the heaven above. You will live by your sword, and you will serve your brother. But when you decide to break free, you will shake his yoke from your neck.
From that time on, Esau hated Jacob,
I hate you!
because their father had given Jacob a blessing. And Esau began to scheme.
I will soon be honoring my father's death. Then I will kill you, my brother Jacob.
But Rebekah heard about Esau's plans, so she sent for Jacob and told him,
Listen, Esau is consoling himself by plotting to kill you. So listen carefully, my son. Get ready and flee to my brother Laban in Haran. Stay there with him until your brother cools off. When he calms down and forgets what you've done to him, I will send for you to come back. Why should I lose both of you in one day?
Then Rebekah said to Isaac,
I'm sick and tired of these local Hittite women. I would rather die than see Jacob marry one of them.
Good job, everybody. Come on, sheep. James, I can almost see your face. All right, thanks, everybody. James, everybody. Justin, Natalie, Brandon, Mara, Carter. How'd you get a sheep's outfit on? Isaac, you guys can start with the sheep. Okay. And now, thank you very much. Junior Church is dismissed.